up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and it's Friday, y'all. We are down here to talk about Real Housewives, Ultimate Girls Trip, Ex-Wives Club. I rewatched all the episodes again and watched episode 5 yesterday. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know that you stopped by. So I watched all the episodes. We're going to go through all of them. Come on, Robin S. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so we are down here, honey. So we have 8 women. And we are having the setting and the location is going to be at Bluestone Manor. Now, the first thing, you know where we on our way to, but the first thing I said when I saw that they were having it at Greystone Manor, or Bluestone Manor, and this is a house that Richard bought Dorinda before they got married. I said, come on, bitch. Now that's the house you want to get from a motherfucker before you get married. Do you hear me? Because that's a castle to me. It looks like a fucking mini castle to me. The land around it is incredible. Everything. It's beautiful. But I said to myself, if Dorinda, because, you know, Dorinda is my girl from New York City, okay? I said, if Dorinda does this, she's going to be uptight the whole time. She's going to be uptight the whole time. She's going to want to make everything perfect and nice. I don't know if Dorinda's an Aries or a Sagittarius. Hold on, let's see what Dorinda is. She might be a old nasty Pisces. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, no. Bluestone Manor. Let me see Dorinda. Dorinda Medley. Now, Dorinda is my favorite from the Housewives of New York. And we have December 13th. A goddamn Sagittarius. What the fuck? Girl, that's a man. You could tell, by the way, you could tell her mouth. You can tell she has fire in her. Because Dorinda, when you talk about a bitch that take it to hell, oh bitch, she takes it to hell. So it's Dorinda, Phaedra, Eva, Taylor, Vicky, Tamra, Brandy, and Jill. She's okay. Okay, hold on. Let's do I want a cold? One hot. Yes. May I have a hot grande dirty chai double?
Okay, a hot grande dirty chai with a double shot.
Oat milk.
Oat milk.
And can I have 2 pumps of brown sugar?
2 pumps of brown sugar.
And can you make that 180 degrees?
Of course.
And then that's it.
Okay, I'll see you here at the window.
All right.
8:45.
All right, thank you. Dorinda was born December 13th. The lady is 57 years old. How old is Brandy? Because Brandy said that she's only 5 years older than her. So is Brandy 50 years old? Brandy Glanville? Brandy's 49. November 16th. Oh, no, I know 18. Who's 16th? I think my grandfather's 16th. November 16th. Girl, and who else? Jill Zarin. A lot of people didn't know who Jill Zarin was because Jill Zarin, I don't know how long she was on Real Housewives of New York. I said not her house. Dorinda is too uptight. Marco is the butler. You know, I'm mentioning him because he got involved in the crowd a little bit. Let me get my little money out. She said 8:45. Yeah, so Eva and Phaedra are there. They've known each other for a long time. She said Phaedra has known Eva since she was 17 years old. Wow. Okay. What else? Brandy is a mess. Brandy is a mess. She been a mess. When Brandy came on, I remember when Brandy came on Beverly Hills, they were not happy because Brandy did not live in Beverly Hills. She was on the other side of the tracks, but they did not like her. They thought she was trash. And you see in episode 5 that Taylor basically told her, we were a successful group, and here you come with your raggedy ass. Basically, they did not like when Brandy Glanville got on Beverly Hills. They were not happy because for them, she represented like trash. She was trash. She was below them, beneath them, and they treated her like that. I didn't forget. When I tell you they treated her like a damn dog, an adopted dog, honey. And then when she would come back at them, they'll be like, oh, what? Oh my God. What? Yes. Because Brandy was like, okay, bitch, come over here and I'm going to send bazookas back. Dorinda is the same way. That's probably why they put them together. Vicky is white woman personified. Her and Ramona are the same person on the East Coast and the West Coast. The one thing, let me see. I was trying to say what the difference is. No, they are white women personified. Complain. I don't know anything about anything. I act ignorant to different things that are outside of my realm. Act like I don't know what things are. I hate when they used to on Orange County. I hated when they would go overseas and they would go on a trip because they acted like so like ignorant.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
That's my star.
Thank you.
Down here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Thank you.
Baby, when I tell you, Vicky, all she do is complain. When they would go abroad and they would go on their trips, Vicky always acted like she didn't understand. Ramona did the same thing. That was the one thing that I hated about the Housewives is when they would go overseas and how ignorant and entitled they would act. It would piss me off every time. Vicky and Ramona are the same woman. Jill Zarin is, she gives you every kind of typical Jewish mother trope, right? She gives you, she got to name the prices on stuff. She got to tell you where she got stuff. She want to tell you how cheap she got it or what a deal she got on it. She can tell you how, I have the connections. You need, what do you need? Oh, I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. That's why they say she's thirsty, but she's really a networker. Like she just knows everybody. She might be a little thirsty, Jill Zarin, but the way that they made her seem about going in that room with Eva, when Eva went to work, I didn't think, maybe they cut it out. I didn't see how much she was like badgering Eva, but Dorinda didn't like it. And it's so funny because a lot of people do not like Dorinda. They said Dorinda is a mess. Now the way she acted on episode 4, I was like, Dorinda, girl, you my girl, but girl, I cannot do you. When on the first day there, let me tell you something. I don't understand why these folks be getting in the bed with their clothes on. Literally pulling back the covers, the comforter, and the fucking sheet and jumping in the bed with their goddamn clothes on that they just drove an hour and a half in. I'm just like, I don't get it, bitch. When I come back from the goddamn supermarket, I change my clothes. If I'm about to get back in the bed or lay on the bed or something, I'm not getting in the bed with clothes that I wore on the outside of my, no, I'm not doing that. I was like, girl, what is the problem? So Taylor and Brandy have issues from their season. Dorinda doesn't have any problems with anybody, but eventually has problems with everybody. Eva and Phaedra don't have problems. A lot of people don't know Eva and Phaedra. Taylor says she knows I think she said she knew Eva, or she doesn't know either one of them. And then Brandy said that she knew Eva, but she didn't know Phaedra. And they were happy that they were all Scorpios. Because you know I'm a Scorpio. 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 I'd be laughing so much. Because you know I'm a Scorpio. Okay, let's get through this. Let's get through this. We're just gonna go. I'm not gonna go scene by scene because it's not really a storyline. It's just them talking to each other. And on some real shit, I would prefer the Housewives to be just like that. When Jill was talking about how she really wants to be like a friend of the housewives, she really wants to be back on the show. She really wants to be amongst girlfriends and going on trips and going to dinner and going to brunch and going shopping. That's what Jill wants to do. She wants to do everything like. That's why I don't even understand why Marlo became a peach holder or why she wanted to, because to me, I always felt like the friend of the housewife, that role was like still fun, but your personal story isn't told. So they can really stay out of your business with that, right? So they can stay out of your business. So I'm with Jill on that. Brandy thinks that Jill, Dorinda, and who else? Vicky. No, is it Vicky? Yeah, I think it is Vicky. That they are still in housewife mode, right? Vicky complaining about everything. Dorinda has some house rules that they will never follow. Vicky and Tamara's ass is nosy as fuck. You see, they was up at 3 o'clock in the morning, roaming around Dorinda's house, touching stuff and looking at stuff. Did y'all see that? I was like, these bitches are out of control. Out of control. Let's taste our latte. Testing 1, 2. This don't make no sense. You ever taste some? Oh, let me put this back on my lapel. You ever taste something that was so good that you wanted to throw it? It's so good I want to throw it. There's a bunch of crows out. Okay. Vicky, she's just out of a relationship, right? She's out of a relationship. She was with Steve, I think almost 10 years. She said he broke up with her. She lets us know that she has a home in Mexico and he stays there more than he stays in Orange County. She finds herself flying to Mexico more. He's like, I'm here if you need me. They haven't had sex in a year. Dorinda's like me. Girl, it's a vagina. It's a vagina or a penis involved somewhere. He's not staying in Mexico for no reason. He might just love being in Mexico and like, I don't want to be in the United States. I want to be in Mexico. It's fun down here. Whatever. I don't have any worries or whatever it is. But Vicky is the president, bitch. When I tell you she's the president CEO of the Pick-Me's, girl, that is a desperate, thirsty for a man lady. That lady is thirsty for a man. And if you don't know who Vicky Gunvalson is, I'll give you a little bit dynamics about Vicky. Vicky, you would call her self-made. That is a self-made white woman. Okay, I'm sure, of course, her privilege has offered her some, access. But overall, that woman makes more than every man she's with. Every man she's with, she makes more than him. And Vicky Vicky says she's not giving her wedding ring back, her engagement ring back. She's not giving it back. They were like, why are you not giving it back? Well, come to find out, the bitch bought it herself because what he picked out for her, she didn't like it. So she bought her own fucking ring. That's the kind of bitch you're dealing with. But crying because she don't want to be alone. She don't want to be lonely. She don't want to die alone. Girl, just keep having relationships. Decade-long relationships. You'll never be alone till you die, bitch. Till you die. Keep having decade-long relationships with different men. You won't die alone. Just keep dating. But Vicky, she's not going to find a man that, like, to me, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Vicky Gunvalson, but she is a major pick-me. She said he lives in Mexico without her. They haven't had sex in 13 months. She called his dick a wee wee, child. Brandy is mad because she's on the pull-out bed. I love Dorinda's house. I love every single room is different. I love that she has remodeled it, redesigned it and everything. Dorinda's house, Bluestone Manor, the basement got flooded. Now, if you don't know anything about Dorinda, Dorinda's stuck. She's stuck. She's like Sonia Morgan in that way, which is ironic. But you know, Sonia Morgan is stuck on the lifestyle that she had when she was married into the, you know, J.P. Morgan family. She can't let go of that. Dorinda's marriage to her husband, she can't really let go of that because I believe that was just like the time of her life when she was like really, you know, the socialite. She married this wealthy man. He bought her this big ass house. So a lot of the stuff of Richard's was in the basement of Bluestone Manor. And there was a flood and it ruined a lot of stuff. But I thought it was perfect for that. It was, to me, I felt like it was a sign. I think Dorinda said she felt like it was a sign too, because she was stuck with all that stuff of Richard's in the basement, holding on to that. And that spirit, that stagnant spirit, was in her house. And so she had to, when it flooded, it ruined so much stuff that she had to do everything all over again. And so that was kind of like a blessing in disguise because Dorinda was stuck. Like, I don't know if she's still, I don't know, but she's stuck. She was stuck. You know, she's my girl. She's the martini girl. You heard her say it. I'm more of a martini girl. I think you guys know that by now. They talked about everything in the berserkshires. That's what they call it because every time they go to Bluestone Manor, it always goes left. I honestly think that Dorinda has a crush on Phaedra. I think Dorinda is attracted to Phaedra. She keeps doing stuff to Phaedra, saying stuff to Phaedra. You see how she was trying to feed girl when she broke that damn lobster with her bare hands. I said, if you don't get your ashy hands off of this food and let people break their own damn lobster. The lobster didn't have no goddamn seasoning on it. The food had no seasoning on it. There was asparagus thrown in there. Hold on, I have a picture of it. I was like, this is a mess. This is a real tragedy. This is tragic. It was corn, lobster, potatoes, shrimp, asparagus, clams. No, not a lick of seasoning. Not a lick of seasoning. I didn't even see no butter sauce. I'm sure there was some butter sauce there, but I didn't see a lick of seasoning at all. Um, when Eva meets Vicky, she was like, "Oh my God, I adore you, the OG of the OC, and this, and that." Of course, Vicky was like, "I have no idea who Eva is, none at all, right? No clue." Um, they go outside. They're sitting around. They start talking about Steve again. Brandy said, "I didn't like him anyway. I thought he was kind of a dick." Now, for your knowledge, Brandy watches every franchise and watches the episodes. So she's like us, like sitting amongst your housewives, sitting at a table, and she didn't like Steve. She was like, "I don't like Steve." So of course, Vicky was offended. She was like, "You don't even know Steve, girl. We know what we saw, and we didn't like him. He was kind of a dick anyway." So Dorinda shares this tree that she has dedicated to Richard because she feels his spirit when she's near this tree. She has decorated really nice. I thought that was really, really nice. That really touched me. I was like, okay, that's nice. When they were sitting down ready to eat, of course, Vicky is still complaining. And she was like, "Can we eat?" And Brandy's basically telling her, "Girl, you're a grown-ass woman." They're waiting for Dorinda to come down before they start eating. Just being polite, you know, manners or whatever, etiquette. But she was like, "I'm hungry. I'm hungry." So Brandy was like, "So eat, girl. What's the problem?" And then she said something and Brandy said, "Oh, I know, we're okay. We're not going to get along." Because she just complained. I don't like being around people like that. Vicky mostly, she just complains about everything. She doesn't understand nothing. If it doesn't make sense to her, she doesn't buy into it at all. At all. And to try to get her to buy into it, it's like pulling teeth. She's an Aries. Vicky is an Aries because they used to always have their Aries parties. I know that. Her and Shannon Bador. Um, Dorinda tells the girls that she was put on pause. Brandy's like, bitch, you was fired. Everybody's like, girl, no, you was fired. And then they realize everyone there is no longer on their respective shows. That's what Eva was like, oh my God, I just realized. They was like, you didn't, girl, you didn't catch it. All of us is on pause, bitch. We all been put on pause. So Dorinda is kind of in denial. She says Andy put her on pause. They were like, bitch, what, menopause? I mean, like, what the fuck? That was funny. So they start drinking in the afternoon. Brandy is drinking in the afternoon. Now, Brandy is the type that she cannot drink. She can only either drink during the day or in the night. But combining them both, she turns into fucking Dr. Jekyll. Like, it's crazy. Girl, it's a mess. It is such a mess. Taylor and Brandy. Now, Taylor and Brandy, they have their issues from the show because when Taylor's husband died by suicide, it really quick, Taylor wrote a book. I don't know how she did it, but she wrote a book really fast. And Brandy was offended, right? Like that was, what did she say? It's been a hot minute. That was the little line. And Brandy says, I just felt like it was just too soon to write a book. And then, what's her name? She explains that he was the source of income. So she needed to make some money. So that's why she wrote a book, and she ain't, she needed to take care of her kid. I love that her child told her, she said, she asked her kid, does she miss daddy? She said she was in the backseat one day and asked her, do you miss daddy? She was like, no, I don't. And she was like, why? She was like, well, I kind of miss him. And she was like, why would you miss a boy who screamed at you all the time? I told you they be watching, and y'all know they be watching. Y'all know they be watching and downloading information on watching how you act. And then even to be that young, I don't even think the kid was 10 years old, and said to her mother, why would you want to be with a boy who yells at you all the time? I don't miss his ass. All he did was yell. Good riddance, sir. So she said she regrets that her and Eva had a moment where they spoke about that. She said, because when she started talking about it, she saw that Eva kind of reacted to it. So she pulled her to the side, which I thought was really thoughtful. I was like, okay, that was good that Taylor kind of picked up on, in her moment, like she picked up on someone else and how they were responding. So she asked Eva, do you read energy, or did you have like a similar experience? She said kind of both. And they sat down, they had their conversation and kind of bonded. That was really sad. It touched me because y'all, and then like what Eva said, she was like, people be going through this stuff and thinking that they're going through it alone. The reason why women or people in abusive relationships feel like they're going through it alone, because part of it is you feel ashamed that you're having this experience. You feel guilty, like, how did I end up here? And so you start not sharing with people what's going on in your life, wearing sunglasses. What's her name? Jaw got broke. They talked about Camille outing her on camera. We don't talk about the way he broke your jaw. He don't talk about how he slams you against the wall, but now we said it. That was a moment on Beverly Hills, baby, because we didn't know that Taylor was in this domestic violence situation with this man, and then he ended up dying by suicide. Crazy. Dorinda, wishy-washy with Steve. Oh, she said that Dorinda is like looking at Vicky sideways because she's like, I don't understand why she's acting like that. I guess she doesn't know Vicky's dynamic. Vicky acts like the most desperate person for a man. Vicky, when I say Vicky is self-made, Vicky is very wealthy. She has a life insurance company. Yes. She's very, very wealthy. Vicky does not need a man, but she desperately, 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 desperately wants one. She talked a little bit about Brooks. I'm conflating some of the episodes. She talks a little bit about Brooks and the chemistry that her and that damn fucking scamming ass Brooks, his ass was a scammer, and everybody hated him from the beginning. Brooks had Vicky lying to her friends about him having cancer. Girl, yes, it was a mess. Brandy says she wants to get naked later. Let's have a naked party. I think it'll be fun. The drinks is kicking in, girl. It's be fun. Everybody's like, no, we not getting naked. We cool. Brandy shares that she is bisexual. She was like, duh. She was like, girl's 2022. Like, girl, what? um, Brandy and Eva. What did about Brandy and Eva? Brandy and Eva. They trying to be cool. Brandy and Eva trying to be cool. When Eva answered that phone, when Michael called her, I said, girl, do not. There's some women you just don't answer the phone in front of. If your husband is calling, boyfriend, man, or whatever the hell, you don't answer the phone. When she answered the phone and said, say hi to Brandy, I said, oh God, she gonna say something. She gonna say something ridiculous. She was like, she's called him her baby daddy, and then she switched it up to husband. Erica Jane did that to I'm going to call him Oscar Oliver, told him about call your baby mama. Now, a lot of people are offended by this, and understandably, right? They see it as a microaggression. But the truth is, the reason why black people see, this is my theory, the reason why we see someone referring to someone's partner as their baby mama or baby daddy, because this term is used to basically say that the woman it's like an insult that the woman is a baby mama. You weren't good enough to be attached to a man. So you're just a baby mama and that's your baby daddy. Because being a baby mama or a baby daddy, unfortunately, is a cultural norm. We have the stats to prove it, that the majority of children to black women are fatherless and the women are not attached to a man. That's the cultural norm. So the insult is you weren't good enough to be a wife. So when someone says your baby mama, baby daddy, it's an insult because we use it as an insult. However, because we are black and set most trends in pop culture and in language, period, people say that now. That's your baby daddy. That's your baby mama. And they say it to black people. Now, Erica saying, call your baby mama, because the truth is, if you line up 10 black men, the truth is 9 of them are unmarried. I'll say 7. Let's give it 7 because it's like 52%. 7 of them will never marry in their life, but will have children. So looking at this black man, more than likely he has a baby mama. Now, whether y'all see it as an insult or not, that's because we use it to insult people who aren't good enough to have a man attached to them. And because we create language, people use it to refer to their husbands. You hear married women refer to, I know you guys are going to get, I'm married and I don't refer to my husband as my baby daddy. But it's looked at as an insult because we use it to insult. So is it really a microaggression or them just using language to describe, right? But she fixed herself and said husband. Oh, your baby daddy, she said husband. And then she ended up calling him a mangina, which basically means that you're a man who is a pussy, basically. You're a pussy, you don't do nothing. And Eva straightened her out and told her, well, actually, my husband is a man. And I believe that men who help out and help around and do the equal work around the house, that would be a man. The man who doesn't do that, that would actually be the pussy, the mangina that you're referring to. Eva did not like that. She was like, girl, you lucky I like you because that's out of line. But I knew as soon as that phone rang and Michael was on the other line, Brandy was going to say something inappropriate. I knew it. I knew it. It's just, I don't know why. I just knew it. It's almost as though you don't have any boundaries. You don't think that you deserve the person respect or anything. But I knew she was going to do that. Brandy Oh, they're gonna have. Oh, I like their confessional. It's like it looks like it's in an attic. And they have all the stuff like in the back. It looks like grandma's attic. I think it's actually pretty cool. Um, what are some of the insecurities that you have? I guess Dorinda said she was insecure about not being relevant. And then Brandy throws in there, see, she wants to be on the Housewives. She was like, no, it's deeper than that. It's just being able to leave a legacy when you are, when you're gone, right? So the lobster, the clam bake, and everything comes out. Dorinda starts tearing the clam. I mean, girl, it's a mess. Not the clam, tearing the lobster, ripping the lobster with her hands, talking about, oh, my hands are clean. Later, she was licking the lasagna, the lasagna sauce. I was like, Dorinda, just no boundaries, nothing. She feeds Phaedra. Now, I have a question. Is Phaedra doing her own makeup every day? Because I didn't know Phaedra was that good with the makeup application. She said she just learned how to do wigs, so she has a bunch of wigs there. She keeps changing her wigs and stuff. I think that Dorinda has a crush on Phaedra. Okay, what happened? Brandy keeps calling the women bitches. She keeps using the word bitch. They're not here for it. They do not like it. They do not like it. There's no money, Vicky. Oh, she tells Vicky to shut the fuck up. Vicky was like, what? Like, wait a minute, what? Everybody was shocked. They were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Girl, shut the fuck up. Vicky was like, you cannot talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that, right? Let's get naked. And let's get naked. It's time to go to bed. It's time that she goes on that pull-out couch. Girl, Dorinda is easily offended. You see how she was like, that couch is handmade. Made by, she named off some designer. I'm sure it's very expensive. What else happened? They talk. Vicky. Okay. White women do this all the time. Freaks hanging from the chandelier, but in person, bitch, you will never. You're their fucking sister, Mary Agnes. Prude. They act prude. Be the biggest freaks, but that's a part of their white woman role, right? Conservative, clutch the pearls and everything, but them bitches be fucking up against Velcro walls hanging from the goddamn chandeliers, right? Vicky says she's not a prude, but when they start talking about stuff, she always acts like, oh my God, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that. Tamra lets us know Vicky, all she does is talk about sex. But you can't tell when they start talking about sex, she always acts like, oh my God, no, oh my God, no. So they asked, she said she was a sexual person. They were asking, well, do you masturbate or anything like that? Do you have sex with yourself? She was like, no. I'm sorry. I don't know many people who would call themselves sexual people that don't pleasure themselves, that don't know what their body needs to climax. Like, you're not masturbating? Okay, girl. Good girl. Whatever, Vicky. What the fuck ever, girl. Everybody gets up from the table. Phaedra's all in Vicky's phone. She keep looking at Vicky's phone. Vicky, if you don't watch it, bitch, them people, all them people that you are making life insurance policies for, you know what? Phaedra might be trying to get close to Vicky because Vicky has life insurance policies and she deals with the funeral business. I don't know, but I did notice that lady was all in her goddamn phone, all looking over at the phone and everything like that. She says, I'm a sexual person, and then Tamara says, when I put my laptop on my leg, the heat from the laptop makes me horny, girl. And then and then Eva leans over. She says, "Yeah, because I'm a Scorpio." And then Tamara says, "I'm a Virgo." I don't even know what that means, but girl, I be horny. Girl, what the fuck? I'm a Scorpio. Then they get into act, and they finding out Vicky is anti-vax, right? They start talking about how it's not political. It really isn't political at all. But you could see if you listen to Vicky, can see the type of girl, white woman that she gives you, right? The whole trope and everything. You could just hear it in her voice about the anti-vax, all of that stuff. Vicky is coughing and gurgling and hacking and spitting up mucus and shit like that. Talking about I had COVID. So Phaedra's like, well, bitch, I thought everybody was tested. So I guess Vicky had a doctor's note because I don't imagine them putting everybody at risk for Vicky Gunvalson, okay? I had the booster, all this. Dorinda gets upset. She gets really upset. And she was like, girl, I know people who have died from this. This is not political. I can't get with you. But she's drunk too. She was like, that's whack. And she was like, well, you believe everything you read on the internet? Okay, well, I'm telling you a unicorn is going to come down here tomorrow and save everybody. You going to believe that too? Why aren't you believing scientists? This is a vaccine. This don't have nothing to do with politics and this and that. Baby, Dorinda was pissed off. And she was like, I'm just passionate, this and that. She was like, I don't know. She was just like, girl, this is a mess. So, what happened? Okay, so she said, I thought you were intelligent. Obviously, you're not sound. You don't have any proof of any of the things that you're saying. You're not intelligent. Baby, when she yelled at them, when they were about to go do aerobics, and she told them, I'll get to that part. So, she says, if I told you a unicorn was going to come down, are you going to believe that? She was like, I didn't think, now that I look at Vicky, I can see that we probably wouldn't hang out together. We're not of like minds. It's not a political this and that. She was like, don't do that in my house. And I was like, okay, here we go. Don't talk that shit in my house and this and that. I'm sorry. I'm just so passionate about these things. We know of a lot of people who have died from this and that. So she was really big on that. The next morning, okay, let's go and we on day 2. Okay, let me do another. Let's stop this and come right back because I'm not going to keep talking and talking and talking. So that was episode 1 and going into episode 2, but we're going to finish episode 2 on the next review. All right, peace.